In this video, I'm trying to figure out if the current global crisis is having an effect on the release date for Overwatch 2. And if so, how big that effect will be. So stick around. Welcome to ATOMIIXTV. I am D from the Omnic Post, your Instagram news source on Overwatch. This is not one of my weekly a few seconds of Overwatch videos, but an extra video. So no weird stuff, no bad jokes, not me making faces and talking with evil voices. Yeah, that didn't last long. I'm sorry. I'm making this video as an answer to a lot of questions I've been getting on the Omnic Post and on my streams. It's what I think about the Overwatch 2 release date and how it might have shifted because of what is happening in the world right now. As we all should know, we're in the middle of a global health crisis. The virus is spreading faster every single day and governments are asking us to all stay the f*** at home. And with good reason. In a lot of places, all the schools are closed, people are working from home. A big thank you to the people that still go out there to do their job to help us out. But we're living in a really empty, desolate, strange world right now. And back in November, that was really different. I was at a packed BlizzCon and Blizzard announced Overwatch 2, the next game in the Overwatch franchise.
Monsieur, does this mean Overwatch is back?
Yes. Yes, we are.
Did you like it? Did you enjoy? Awesome.
That trailer still gives me the goosebumps. Amazing. Initially, everyone was convinced that it would take, in a typical Blizzard fashion, at least 2 years before this game came out. But in the last few months, a few sources, like PlayStation and the Vancouver Titans, which are decent sources, leaked some info that had us thinking that it might actually still happen this year. So we as a community got all worked up about that. In a recent video, this one, I actually predicted a hero release around this period, and I was right. A beta kickoff around the anniversary event, and finally a release right after BlizzCon 2020 around December maybe. Now the big question is, and let us presume that the timeline I just sketched is kind of accurate, will the current crisis impact that release date? The short answer is a very obvious yes. Okay, that was it. See you. Thanks for watching. Ha! I'm not done yet, fools! Major blockbuster movies and series are being postponed to 2021. Most of the events for the rest of the year have been cancelled. And even Blizzard's own Overwatch League is scrapping all of the homestands for Season 3. But why? This crisis won't last the whole year, right? Well, let's hope not, but I'm not a doctor, what do I know? Well, actually what I do know and what I see happening firsthand is the impact of this crisis on companies and gaming companies specifically. What most of you don't know is for my day job, I actually work in the gaming industry. So I'm following all this pretty up close. And while for some smaller teams that are in the middle of their development cycle, the impact is less, for the bigger ones, or the companies that are at the start of the end of a project, these are very trying and difficult times. For a multitude of reasons, of course. To just name a few, first off, working from home full-time will always impact the productivity of a team. I think that makes sense. Depending on how that team is organized, the type of project they're working on, and the maturity of the team, the impact will be different. But on top of that, even if you have the most motivated team in the world, communication will always be an issue. There are a lot of solutions. The whole world is currently in one big conference call, but when it comes to the creative process, that screen, that isn't always your best friend. So you can expect some issues right there. And these are really practical. And if you look at the Overwatch team, we kind of get the message that they're working from home, most of them. So they're probably feeling a lot of these things that I just described, which will have an effect on the release schedule. Now, again, how much? That depends on a lot of stuff. And it all starts with the biggest issue. We need to get this health crisis fully under control before governments even can consider to let us all go out again. So every day this continues, the impact on the release schedule will be bigger. I can't really talk about their level of organization or the tools they're using because we simply don't know. Well, let's just presume that they work at an efficiency of about 70% at this point. That might go even lower in the coming weeks and months as we continue through this crisis. How do you measure an impact of that? I don't know. I don't have my calculator on me. Oh wait, I do. So if and then I multiply. And then multiply. And then you, okay. And then minus, yeah. Without boobs. Let's just presume that they will be running behind 8 to 10 weeks by this summer. That's at least 2 months, which will push it back to February. But since the holidays are somewhere in there, let's just say March. Now, by that time, the Overwatch League should be in Season 4. And I always said that they would release Overwatch 2 in between seasons to make a clear cut from one season to the other. Which was an option if they had released in December. In March, not that much. While I see them postponing Season 4 till after March, I think they might just decide to keep the Overwatch League on Overwatch 1 during the whole of Season 4. If the Overwatch League survives the whole crisis. Because that's a different story. But one gloomy video at a time. So, Overwatch 2 in March? Well, that's just taking into account some of the practical stuff that we just discussed. But there's most likely other things that we're not thinking about right now, like fiscal stuff, stakeholders, schedule conflicts, you name it. So that makes me think that we might actually have to wait till the 5th anniversary of Overwatch, being in May, to get Overwatch 2. Calling it right here, May 20th, 2021 at 6:14 p.m. the release of Overwatch 2. It's oddly specific, I know. And that kind of sucks, but in the end, we kind of all thought originally that it wouldn't be released in 2020, but in 2021, so we're basically back on the original schedule. To be honest, there's not much that they can do to fix it. We'll have more of these disappointments to get over in the next few weeks or months. Other games being postponed, Blizzard games even. And I'm actually thinking we might not see a BlizzCon this year. That's really sad. On the other hand, I might be completely wrong. They could still be on track because Jeff is just an organizational wizard. Or just a wizard. My god. See, while some games are getting postponed, other games are actually preparing to go into beta. We all know which game I'm talking about, right? Or they might have never planned to release in December. And PlayStation was lying. Lying! But once it's out, we'll hopefully be past all of this, healthy, and as a species, a lot wiser. That was it! If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, make sure to subscribe and hit that little bell icon so you get notified every time I upload a video. Follow the Omnic Post on Instagram and Twitter to get the latest updates on Overwatch. And you can follow me on those same platforms and on TikTok. As ATOMIIXTV, ATOMIIX is with twice. I stream about 5 days a week on twitch.tv/ATOMIIXTV. And as always, the links are in the description below. Thank you all for watching. See you this weekend for a new episode of A Few Seconds of Overwatch. We have so much to talk about. Bye bye.